Today was a rough day. It really was. I was trying to make content, but every time I turned the camera on, I started rambling about a whole different thing than what I intended to talk about. And I just started rambling and I realized I'm 10 minutes in and I haven't said what I came here to say. So I became so frustrated, I almost did not record anything, but it is on my schedule, my content schedule, to film a YouTube video today, so I'm going to film one. Yeah, but honestly, the only things I wanted to mention and make a video about is the fact that this channel has turned 1 recently, and I've also turned 24 recently, so yay to that. And also, I have joined my Korean channel with this channel, so that's why you see a lot of Korean, a few Korean videos popping up recently. Yeah, I'm gonna do all Korean, all English in one channel and not separate them like I used to, because it's hard to manage that way. Yeah, it is gonna be a challenge for me, honestly, but because I have to do all the editing and all this stuff, and adding subtitles is time consuming, but it is what it is. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot more of Korean content as well. And I'm trying to work on just creating content that doesn't need a specific structure, because being a perfectionist and the autistic side of me wants to do everything the way other people do it, exactly how they do it. But on the other side, I want to be as authentic as possible, so I just want to do me. I just want to make content, just share my journey, my life, the things that I'm experiencing, and just share them naturally without scripting anything or trying to make anything aesthetically pleasing. And that's a huge issue for me, because I want everything to be aesthetically pleasing, but it's not authentic, you know. Sometimes it's not authentic, like aesthetically pleasing. Sometimes it's just, it is what it is. So yeah, but one thing I am proud of myself for is that I haven't deleted any content so far, so big ups to me, because normally if I find a single flaw, I will delete, but I haven't done that. So yeah. And I want to practice being more consistent. I've created a schedule for content planning. I do have a few ideas, the kind of content that I want to make. So yeah, I have that planned out. Obviously, throughout all of that, I need to add in my vocal training and vocal practice. I'm still working on the routine and the system. I'm still refining it to incorporate all the things that I need to do, but so far, so great. I've been getting back to vocal training again because I took a really long break from doing a lot of the things that I was always doing before. I got burnt out, which is a constant cycle. I got burnt out, felt lethargic, and yeah, I just easily get overwhelmed by this condition of mine and the fact that I don't have support. I think that's one of the main reasons why I get lethargic and suicidal, is because of the environment. It does not support my condition. It doesn't support me. The environment doesn't support me. The people don't support me. And I don't blame anybody, honestly, because it's like, I can't even manage myself. I tire myself out as well. I'm either hot or I'm cold or I want to be lukewarm, and I change every second. Even I can keep up with me. So even if there is someone who's willing to be that support, I can't ask for anybody to do that for me, because I can barely managing myself, and constantly having to regulate myself. Sometimes I feel stupid when I feel like I have to rock myself back and forth, or I really need some pressure on my chest. I feel crazy sometimes, but like, I'm still learning to accept myself with the autism and the ADHD. I think what's hard for me to accept is that I have both. It's like fire and ice in one body. So I'm slowly getting back into the swing of things, and I'm trying to keep this momentum going for as long as I possibly can, because I know my cycles, I crash out like within 3 days or a week. So we're gonna do everything possible to avoid that. But yeah, now that I'm done writing, it's another problem off my list. So now I can focus on these things a lot more without worrying about my grades, because that was a concern for me, because I was stuck in such a slump that I couldn't even study for anything. But luckily they were open book exams, so yeah, I may have a chance. I may have done good enough to you know, pass this year. So sorry, there's all these tiny flies. I'm outside, so, and it's summer. Actually, it's spring, so there's a lot of bugs flying around. So please excuse that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to mention. But yeah, I'll definitely look forward to the content that will be coming from here on out. I'm so glad that I finally got through this video because I almost shut everything down and just crashed out. But I was like, let's take a deep breath, let's drink some water. Okay, this is not the end of the world. Let's sit down and try this again. And I'm glad I did. Yeah, I really need to stop giving up on myself so easily. I really do. Because I feel like that's also an issue. Yeah, I'm gonna take it one day at a time. And yeah, the best way for me to make sure that I do the things that I do is to do them together with you guys. Obviously, there are gonna be things that I can't really record. I'm not saying this as an excuse, but you guys know already, I live in a very tiny one room with my mom. So, and that is her space that I need to respect, so I can't always film inside. Plus, it's not that great of a lighting. It's dark and gray inside the house, so hence I'm outside, right? I'm also very excited for the kind of content that I have planned that I'm going to put out now. And I realized that my Korean audience is a lot more engaging than my other audience. Even if the video has less views, there's more engagement in like the comments and things like that. And the beautiful comments are helpful, you know? I really appreciate those ones, really. So, but anyway, I think I've said everything that I had to say. I'm really glad I went through this video. I can now reward myself with a very hearty, delicious meal. Anyway, thank you guys for supporting me so far. We've gone through 1 year, and I look forward to what the next year brings for us. And I'm excited to make new content. I have so much planned. Yeah. Anyway, for those of you who are new to my channel and those of you who've been supporting me for a while, I love you and I appreciate you. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.